Okay, so you know what? There are two things that are really annoying when it comes to engines. Really frustrating. First thing, you have a runaway. Obviously, full throttle. You do a couple of backflips on the track. You do a nice Kevin Windham style transfer. And you jump out, exit the stage left, basically. Out of the track area. Car runs into the street, hits a couple of pedestrians, ends up on its lid, grenades the new engine. That's expensive. Don't do that. Second thing that's frustrating, you just keep flaming out. You have weird issues. The power band is all over the place. It just feels wrong. And you even asked someone to tune your engine and they tuned it and it's fine. And still you have issues. We're going to solve those issues for you right now in this video. And if you have more issues than that, there's a longer video for you to watch. So please go and watch the full video, because then, guaranteed, even you can become master tuner. Except if it's lefty. Lefty, if you're watching this, sorry, you can't. Anyone else, you can do it. So watch the full video after this. Okay, I know this video has been going on forever and we still haven't even started the engine. But there's just one more thing I need to go over, because this is such a common mistake. Leave a small gap here in the linkage. You leave this gap so you know that the linkage returns the carb to idle. What happens sometimes is that you return the throttle to idle, but the carb is slightly open. Then when you go to brake, it closes all the way and your engine dies. This is a very common mistake. So just leave a small gap here. It also helps for any kind of flex or anything that can happen on the track where the servo moves a bit. You don't want that to open the throttle. So just a tiny gap there. Make sure it returns to idle, and you can check it like this. Then set your end point. Set your end point so that as you open the throttle, you want it to open as much as whatever Venturi you're using. So I'm using the 7mm Venturi. So my throttle, you can see it here, it opens to 7mm. So it can still open further, I just don't use that. One last thing, I promise this is the last thing. Just to be safe, you need a fail-safe, because if your electronics die, for example, something goes wrong, you don't want a runaway. So to solve that, you get these. Just some hairbands. Super cheap, just get a bunch of them together, and then what you do is you just wrap them, well, the air filter isn't there now, but you would wrap them around the air filter, and then I replace that grub screw with a normal screw here. So I wrap the rubber bands around that screw, and then if I lose power at full throttle, for example, it's going to return it to neutral. So cheap, very effective fail-safe. So just make sure that you have enough rubber bands that it can return the throttle to neutral. It needs to be able to pull the servo from any position, and that's all you need.